So, I'm on some VPA land. I've been driving around this morning and been seeing some birds, hearing some gobbles, but on this piece, there's a tom, and it looks like maybe a jake or two hens that are with him, but he's fanned out like 200 yards in front of me. I'm kind of in like this little creek bottom that I've been walking up. I'm about to get to the edge of the ridge of the field, and the field is public for us. So I'm going to put this tom decoy up, kind of stick it all right in front of me, and I'm going to try to set the tripod up and do what we normally do. I'm just going to have it zoomed out, and I'm just going to kind of crawl at him with the tom decoy and see what happens. I'm at the edge of the field. What I didn't really notice from the road, well, I could see it, but that grass lip in that field is pretty high. I didn't know that. That tom is just on the other side of those trees. I might just try to crawl down this grass line, get as close as I can, and see if I can get him over into the public field over here. I wish I could see him. I might try to creep up a little to my left and see if I can peek out there. But the public ends on that grass line. I'm just gonna go right at those trees, get to the right of them, and just peek my head up. They're in my field. So I got this decoy stuck in front of me. I'm kinda on the top of it's a creek bottom underneath me. And those turkeys didn't spook, they just worked their way into the woods. And they're walking. It sounds like they were out in the private, like 100 yards away, and that's some open tall grass. Some tall open grass. And he's gobbling, but it sounds like I can hear something walking. It sounds like they're working the side of that creek bottom hill to my right. I can see him. That's how you f***ing get it done. Self-filming, public land, tagged out in Wisconsin. Okay, well, I'm kind of speechless. I gotta take this call in my mouth. So I'm on some VPA land, and there's a big front field and fields around it, whatever. I saw a tom with a hen and a jake or whatever on the private field right next to it, like 20 yards off the public tree line here. So I parked up way up by the road, crept through a little creek bottom, and then got up in the public field, and then those turkeys got into the public field too. So I just threw the tom decoy up. They weren't really spooked, they just kind of worked their way into the woods. So then I got about, I don't know, 20, 30 yards into the woods here, and I just started to set my stuff down, started calling. They gobbled like out in the private. I'm like, okay, whatever. Called again a couple minutes later, gobbled again, getting closer. I'm like, okay, nice. So I stuck the tom decoy down like 15 yards in front of me. Called again, even closer, called again. 2 more gobbled that were coming up. They got to about, right kind of by that leaning tree right there. So, I don't know, 25 yards. With an open shot, I would have been able to get them. Oh, I gotta zoom that out. Perks of self-filming. With an open shot, I would have been able to get them, but the camera was on my right side and it was tough, so I just left it. I'm like, they're hammering, they'll work their way around. And then I saw another tom come up, and he kind of pushed those 2 off. And I could see he was with the hen, so I think he might have been the dominant one. And I kept calling, he was gobbling, I could hear him spitting, drumming. And then those 2 other ones came back up and started both gobbling. I could hear them walking around this edge of the stick stuff, and then I could see their red heads popping through it. And they walked, I'll walk you over there. They walked down this little trail, got to about here, and I think they probably saw me because I had a tripod up, I had everything. I was sitting against that tree right there. Tripod on my right side, gun on my left on my knee. And as soon as they stuck their head up, I just lifted the gun up and put the red dot right on its head and pulled the trigger, and it flopped them. Now let's go take a look at them. Oh, he's got little nubs. Young one. But, oh, he's not very heavy either. I'm still happy with him. Oh. Nice beard on him. I don't know what's wrong with this fan. What the f***? All the feathers are out of it. I didn't see any feathers laying on the ground over there. I don't know, maybe he just got his ass kicked a bunch of times, but that is the worst fan I've ever seen. But I'm still proud of him. He's a tom. I would say he's got maybe an 11-inch beard. About 3/4 of an inch spurs, but I don't know. I've never seen something like that with a fan. He was gobbling and came in like a normal tom, but maybe he's got like some sort of disease or rot or something. I'm not sure. But that's the end of Ambush's 2023. Yeah, that's the end of Ambush's 2023 turkey season. We shot 10 toms. We won't put up all the videos this spring. We'll probably get a couple more up and then save a couple for next spring, for February and March. And on that note, I am signing off. See you next spring.